Hello, this recording is just to go through and show you how I was working in a pivot table for the end of financial year dashboard and the STP checks. So what I was doing is I came into the dashboards area and into end of financial year. The pivot table I was using in the demonstration was this one here, year-to-date STP pay event. So I'll just toggle that up so it's a little bit bigger for you. And what I'm looking at is just this financial year, 2025. So I click on that column and then I drill down. I've got more than one payroll company within this database and I want to select all of them. And again, then I drill down. At this point, it's taking me to the bottom level and I can see each employee by the pay component and their STP category as well. So what I want to do now is I want to analyze this in Excel. So I click on the download button. It then will create my report up here, which I can click on and open. Because it opens up in CSV, I don't want to convert numbers, leading zeros and things like that. So I just click on Don't Convert. I select the entire spreadsheet and I go to Insert, Pivot Table, and I want to create a new worksheet. That just opens a new worksheet there, and then I get my pivot table fields that I can select. So in this situation, I want to see my STP information first. So I want to see its grouping. Then I want to see its subcategory. And then I'd like to see by our pay component that we've used within the payroll system. And just so I can round it out, I'll put the amount down the bottom and I'll change that from account to a sum. Now, I find this view slightly hard to read, so what I do is I right mouse click on the pivot table and go to Pivot Table Options. I click on Display and I change it to Classic Display, and that then puts it into these columns. The other thing that I change is it always puts a total on your second category or third category, how many you've got. So I don't need to see that total. So I click on the first one and then I right mouse click and say Remove Subcategory. And that then brings me into my pivot table, which I can see the STP reporting by the allowance groups, bonus groups, deductions, all the way through what's in gross, lump sum, paid leave. And it will just help me with my checking of the subclass categories and to make sure all of my pay items I've used in this financial year are being reported to the correct STP category. Thank you for watching.